Now we're live at Rajabhat Research. I just finished my first drone flight, and I'm getting ready to go talk to the audio engineer about the sounds, the troubles I have on YouTube before the concerts. And let me say something real quick and let everybody know I'm here. Today I got the NHK on in the background for current events. And I will leave this on for a few seconds or few minutes while I do some work. Later on, I will edit the drone video and let you see the drone video, the first flight from Rajabhat Research. Uh, uh, I got it on slow chat mode. Give me a chance to respond to your comments. Also, if there someone in the audience like recommend the video editor software that works with YouTube, I would appreciate it. And like always, subscribe to the channel and press like and ring the little bell so you get the notifications for my next live video. So hold on, ne. Might get a copyright warning on NHK video that they're streaming the Japanese songs like K-pop right now. Just a moment, in and out of the video, and this is a working office, so I have some disruptions now and then. back. But I'm very happy with the photographs on the drone. And this one I didn't put in the auto mode. It's just a test run. But very happy with the uh, uh, still photos. I shot it at uh, research parking lot, and we have two parking lots. The front parking lot where I shot it is to the south is Clemson University, and to the north is a train station, Amtrak. And like I said, very happy with the results. And people wondering why I'm here on a Sunday, the 28th. It's research work is never done. That's why it's 7 days a week work with today's technology. I'm always on. I try to keep uh, the hours reasonable and Monday through Friday guaranteed from 9 to 5. And the other time I will send you a notification about when I'm on the live version. Shout out with my friend from Korea. If you're out there, welcome. I started using the Chromebook laptop because the YouTube is on the same platform. Before I was using my Safari platform, it doesn't work at all. They don't cooperate at all between Microsoft platform, Google's platform, and Apple. You got to invest all three platforms for it to work. Um, uh, that's reality. That's the way it is. That we have to follow society rules. That saying it's all good, and some things take a little bit of time longer because that's the way it is. I have so many things are beyond my control. I got the DJI controller. That's what I will uh, put the videos up of my first flight test from the front parking lot facing the west. And some of the controls I'm not familiar with yet. I was trying to set in the sing mode, but it set it in a normal mode. But I will get better at using it. I'm very much interested in the drone videos. I can uh, use it in a lot of research projects. Oh yeah, uh, I followed a lot of walkabouts videos around the world. That's my favorite walkabout, the city videos. Right now, I'm catching up on the pandemic in Thailand, but that's what uh, consumes most of my time right now. The Paralympics I think Thailand's ranked number 36, 35 in the world. They're doing much better than the regular Olympics. I think they won 6 medals so far. い forget to turn on the closed caption. Next time I'll turn it on. And I feel that the current events in the background, like I said, Great Britain and NHK is always in the background. So I apologize for that. The other on my live chat is and YouTube doesn't like me to switch language, so I try to keep everything in English. And I don't know why they don't like it, but that's the way it is. That we have to follow the rules, society rules. Tumaban. That's the way it is. the white paper on uh, Japan, and I was there in February, right before they locked down for the pandemic last year, 2020, and it's still available on the internet if you're interested in the white paper on Japan. I recently viewed the walk around videos of the city in Thailand and Chiang Mai, and uh, Pattaya because I followed the couple vloggers. They're very interesting, and they have a very good walkabouts, and that's one of my likes on travel around the world. Hopefully, this pandemic we're seem like we're halfway through it, but restrictions. I don't know what next year, 2022, will look like for restrictions, but it's become something that we have to accept as a society. But at least the whole world is on the news cycle same page. They talk about the pandemic every day. Let's see what kind of emoji. Emojis is kind of difficult to use because they're so tiny. And the trolling scrolling pad on the Lenovo is leaves a lot to be desired. You cannot slowly scroll through it. They're talking about the 1980s bubble in Japan right now, and I was in Japan from 90 to 93, I think, just right after the bubble started in the 80s, late 80s. See, the scroll pad on the Lenovo, it was bought by a Chinese company from IBM. It's it's like it doesn't work at all, and that's that's the way it is. When it gets back to working, there it goes again. oh, oh, yeah.
これなんでこう海外の方が真夜中のドアをここまでこうかかって人間大好きになったのかということは、ここでちょ
Okay,
っと今
there's
日
my
伺いたい
favorite
なというふうに思います。
emoji.
インドネシアのナオミラさん、それからアメリカのマックスさんです。Hey guys, thanks for joining the show. よろしくお願いします。Thank you for having us. まずナオミラさん、真夜中のドアのカバー歌ってらっしゃいましたけれども、What is so special about 真夜中のドア
So it's special because I think the melody is very simple, but the lyrics are very catchy. It has
How long we been on the chat? 22 minutes and 30 seconds.
So when I heard this song, if I listen to this song or think about Mayonaka on the door, I was thinking about strolling in the midnight of Tokyo Street and imagining riding car with my friends in 2 a.m. in Tokyo. So yeah, it has this Tokyo energy, which is very cool.
なるほどね。もう一人お話伺いましょう。アメリカのマックスさんです。Max, hi. Tokyo City Pop is trending all over the world. Why do you
Say
think
something
that is
again.
happening right now?
I say hi.
Everybody's feeling this nostalgia either for the
The world.
video games that we played that were inspired by city pop music.
Like when I get home today, I will have the
It changed
I'll
my life.
work on the
I can't imagine living without it
drones
now. If I could do anything, it would be to
video and edit
understand that there's an audience here
that
in the West
video.
for this music, and could probably sell out Madison Square Garden or something like that with these performances. There's a romanticization of American music that's in city pop, especially like the Beach Boys and the sort of California vibes. And I kind of feel like it's almost the same thing that we now are doing with city pop that city pop was doing with American music. If that makes sense, it's sort of this ebbing and flowing of mutual admiration. I feel like.
ねえ、この番組でも結構こうしてますけれども、考えてみると私たちも例えば英語の曲だったりとか、それ以外の国と地域の曲も歌詞わからなくてもビートがいいとかリズムがいいとかメロディーがいいとか聞いたりするじゃないですか。きっと同じように日本の音楽も海外の方が楽しんで
Today is a little cloudy. I was sitting on the tailgate of my SUV flying the drone. It's like I said, they have one wire, communication wire in the front parking lot. You have to be very careful with it. But other than that, the test it flew great.
Originally, Matsubara Miki released the song in 1979 when she was 19 years old. With her jazz-trained sense of rhythm and verbal sensibility,
She became one of City Pop's signature singers. Unfortunately, the singer was diagnosed with cancer and passed away 17 years ago at the age of 44, unable to see her song become such a global hit.
This
This
is
song was
a
performed by Miss
rerun
Fortune,
on
a vocalist who sounds reminiscent of Matsumoto from
NHK,
decades ago.
but NHK is
For
very
all the
quick
world
because
to touch, the
the
legendary singer played
current
her.
events is
Here's
24
Love
hours a
on
day,
Stay With Me.
and that's why I follow the Great Britain news. It's on Apple TV, and you can follow it, current events too, 24 hours a day.
Tudo começou quando eu tinha 12 anos, por aí. Então, eu era essa formiguinha, com muita gente em volta de mim, dizendo que era feia, bizarra, satanista, medonha. É isso, eu me sentia ninguém. Tudo que as pessoas diziam, eu absorvia como se fosse esponja, e eu acreditava, ia direto pro meu quarto, e eu começava a chorar. Quando você tem depressão, você meio que fica completamente apático a tudo. Então, tem questão de todo mundo, porque eu não fui conseguindo mais confiar em pessoas. Minha depressão já tinha começado, eventualmente comecei a me automutilar. Eu tenho, até hoje, uma cicatriz.
It's coming up on 30 minutes, not bad.
O livro, para
30
mim, sempre
minutes
foi muito importante,
and a
porque
half.
era a minha forma de esquecer completamente quem eu era, que no caso era a pessoa estranha que ninguém gostava do colégio, e virar, sei lá, um bruxo que estuda numa escola mágica. Sempre me fez muito bem ler. E eu queria muito também conseguir fazer isso pelas pessoas. Eu senti uma necessidade muito grande de escrever um livro que contasse de forma realista como é você ser vítima de bullying e conseguir ter uma saída. Ser diferente sempre foi mensagem da menina que ela estava passando por bullying, que ela leu o meu livro, que ela falou que ela estava se sentindo melhor. Isso me fez querer falar mais sobre isso, porque a gente continua tendo notícias de adolescentes que se suicidam por conta de bullying. E é muito mostrar que você pode ter um fim feliz. Você pode viver isso, passar a superar, continuar sendo você, uma pessoa incrível, diferente, ter um pouquinho mais de força. Você pode ser feliz assim, você não precisa mudar nada.
Oh, that, I forgot to put a drone video.
Freddie loves to take a walk. Oh, hi, little bird. Are you taking a walk too? Freddie comes up to a water fountain. Oh, I see. The little bird wants to take a bath. Are you finished? You're welcome. Suddenly, a strong wind blew. Oh no! Wait! My ears! Freddie's ears got caught on an electrical pole.
So that I don't get in trouble with the copyright people.
That turned out great, Freddie. The algorithm march! March by myself!
I think it's called
Take a step forward,
CC.
take a step like a VIP. Just turn around and take a bow. Walk to the side, keep looking, looking, moving your arms like to rest your limb. And the beat of the chest not again. What's the matter in the flat tire? Pull no there now, push, push. Take a step forward, falling. Take a step like a VIP. Just turn around and take a bow. Walk to the side, keep looking, looking.
I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, the projects that we're working on uh, are stroke, our nonprofit. Our nonprofit are helping people that is recovering from a stroke that don't have the government's help or the private 401k or the Social Security. In other words, to help them. And that's our number one goal for the nonprofit to help the people uh, that not pay into the government programs. So if you have a PayPal account, you can go to Oriental Princess and make a donation to Rajabhat Research, and the money will 100% of the money go to the stroke victims. Uh, they they don't like we don't like to be called a victim. We're a survivor. I'm sorry about that. Just uh, play by the rules. There's nothing wrong with that. So far, our donors are all anonymously done. Uh, I'm I'm afraid that they're make a donation because they don't want to be associated with a stroke survivor because of baggage that it carries with it or stigmatization of it. That's the number one work we do in our nonprofit organization is Roger Park University Research Corporation, and that we have our for-profit uh, alternative medicine, which includes uh, acupuncture, chiropractor, and massage. And those three, only the massage still does not have insurance, and there has no help to the victims that need it, the survivors that need it. I'm sorry about that. The nonprofit fills the gaps of Social Security, private 401ks if you work or government, and and that's what the nonprofit is for. It started in 2015. Yeah, it's 42 minutes under this live chat. Yonde. Oh, yes, by our PayPal account is Jeng-Chyang at gmail.com that you can donate through that email. I will let the chat run a little bit longer because uh, we still have clients using the, our services. But I'm very excited about the drone video. I just have to wait and upload it for you guys. Or I can upload it to Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is not so strict on their live events as YouTube is. They have their own profit model, and it's easier to go live. And YouTube makes you complete many steps before you can go live. But Facebook, you can go live immediately. Maybe I use the gimbal to do the live on Facebook next time. And next time, the Clemson city is very nice uh, to walk around. Maybe next time I use the gimbal to walk around Clemson City. When I go back, I just missed the back to the students uh, event. It's like last Monday, I think it was. Back to the students. Welcome back to the students. Uh, the 5,000 new students this semester is one of their busiest semester ever. And that usually downtown during the back school festival is so crowded, so many people that difficult to walk around. It's like going to a Clemson football game. It's everything is shoulder to shoulder. You cannot even raise your arms. But we'll see this semester how usually it's they got the football schedule is is already out. And I believe it's September 4th. They play in Georgia at Charlotte, North Carolina. Uh, so it's going to be a busy, busy semester for everyone. Traffic wise, uh, it's unbelievable. This semester is the first semester that they put it back to normal with some restrictions for the pandemic. But it's a safe city to uh, study or send your kids to study. It's very, very safe. They still, like I said, they concerned with the restrictions in the pandemic. They're tested students on a weekly basis. They're very, very good.
Thank you. Yeah, when I first came to Japan, a lot of my friends would use that phrase. And at first I didn't understand what it meant. Like, read the air, like, there's something in the air that might be, like, bad for me. But eventually I kind of came to understand the meaning. And it means something like, take a hint, right? Exactly. Take a hint or read between the lines.
Japanese art usually strongly opinionated, so Kukyo-yomu is used to tell others to understand the situation and value the opinions of others.
So when he say Kukyo Yomu, he was trying to tell me something. You're a real good guy. But if you start to understand the meaning of Kukyo Yomu, you'll be an even better one. Okay, I guess I should forget about this week. You're a real good guy. Well, I guess it's good to balance Kukyo Yomu
Yeah.
and saying what you want to say.
Uh, yeah, nothing.
Huh?
Nothing. I'm just doing a live YouTube.
Yeah, we will do. It
Yeah.
got about an
You,
hour.
you will take about
Hour.
an hour and a half. Okay. It's a live video. Maybe it's good. It's my first time for a long video. Usually the videos for 5 minutes or less, but this one will be a long time. Uh, I consider a long time an hour. We're experimenting with the format. Yeah, YouTube, they want you to put it under peoples and blog, but I put it under nonprofit and activism because that's what it is. I don't want to be under the people's blog, or that's what I follow. I follow a lot of travel blogs, walk around city blogs, but this one is a professional, non-profit blog, and that we're doing it for the majority of stroke survivors. That's why for the current events, I all, almost always have NHK. They're very careful about putting fake news out. And and Japanese profit module more reflects our own profit module of nonprofit.
International community to establish and protect Afghan women. It was absolutely like a jail for women during the previous Taliban regime. For 20 years, we have taught them about democracy values. You can have dreams and you can dream big. We don't want them to go back to that situation which they have experienced in 20 years ago.
We'll put on for second hour after NHK. They're updating the Paralympics when Yamaguchi wins gold. Wheelchair rugby. Japan wins bronze. Oh, Britain beat the United States in wheelchair rugby 54-49. Japan beat France in the football debut. Man, the Paralympics are something else. Fukushima, man, that's a tragedy. China set the world record. And that's good. Thailand. 400-meter wheelchair race. Man, set a world record too. That's for this hour in HK. I will uh, let you catch up on the British events, current events. Usually, UK, the United Kingdom has specials on Sunday that they air. And during this long chat, I'm going to have to stand up and stretch. slowly take a walk to stretch my muscles. Back. They're doing a walk around in France right now on NHK. That's usually when I do my GoPro. I got some videos I need to upload on this channel, GoPro, to walk around. We visited several places in South Carolina, North Carolina, and a few in Georgia, because we set a limit there of 2 hours one way and then 2 hours back. That way we get the it's a half day in terms in the Carter driving times. It's turning an all day event. And I'll try to get the GoPro and the drone event and ready for Labor Day on uh, Monday the 6th, 2021, and the format of it. I'll, I will put my email for nonprofit Because our website we had to take it off the website because it's cost per month several $100 to do it. So we just own the name. It's Rajabhat.org. But as soon as we get more and more donations and followers, uh, we'll put it back up again. This is a sit around of uh, Clemson University, and just a second, I'll maybe move the laptop where you can see all the traffic. It's unbelievable today, and every week, every day. Some days are better than others, but they got 6 lanes of traffic both ways, and then the other direction, College Avenue, the same. Four elements. That's interesting. Let's see, we're an hour and 10 minutes. That's pretty good. Like I really enjoy those uh, walkabouts and urban walkabouts and the culture that you can see all over the world. And when I get the GoPro or drone videos, that is when it's worth it. Instead of seeing a sit down video. Yeah, we've been doing this since 1990 or earlier than that when the dialogue first started on the internet. It's amazing how many generations gone by since then, 1990. Yeah, they got a live Hurricane Ida blog right now on the tropical storm. I think it's tropical storm, but maybe turning hurricane now. But here in South Carolina and Clemson, it's sunshiny, a little bit breezy. The breeze was blowing around my drone a little bit. Uh, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Excuse me, I need to go outside to check the SUV. It's getting hot. It's like, man, 84 degrees, but it feels like 90. I, luckily, I didn't miss that. Lucky I got this chat mode slow. Ooh, it is hot. Get me another vitamin water. Uh, just for your information, you can check out our for profit website is orientalprincess.us. It has all the our services and information that you need to make a decision about your alternative medicine tip. I appreciate it if you would check out that website. It's separate than our uh, not-for-profit website. For short, we call it Rajabhat Research. But we do this on Sunday because most of the time I just put the acronym IMHO. It means, in my humble opinion, that you can take that to interpret that any way you like, but most of my comments begins with in my humble opinion. I realize that everybody has its own opinion, but we have our common humanity. That's why, out of respect for our common humanity, I always begin with my humble opinion. This way, the people checking out our websites uh, will find the information that you need in order to become a client or become a donor. Anything will help, like $1, 1 penny. It helps.
What are we having for breakfast? There's no question about it. This is our third place selection. Big Yum Burger. All the best fast foods are sandwiched.
Medium's our own special buns. The crust is created using sesame seeds, and mayo and grows in between the buns. It's topped with gooey cheese. It's a treasure chest for sure. These are for you, our town stars.
I'm ready to eat. They really fill you up. I could eat one more. What? One. Next is something that requires good manners. You know what I'm talking about. Let us proceed in our
Uh,
best mannered style.
uh,
Let's go.
can someone let me know if, in your opinion, DJI drone versus the DJI GoPro camera? I like to know your experience with both of those. I'll compare one to the other. Uh, that the GoPro is listed is Songroy. It's about $200. But if you can leave me a comment down below, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Currently in first place is Gato Fast. The appearance is quite plain, but the taste is amazing. It's a traditional cake we've had in this region since the 17th century.
Your compliments make us work even harder. I'll do my best. First, your dessert, adding almonds. Roll it out nice and thick. Volume is the key here.
Next goes the custard cream.
Use plenty of it. That's our
Man, it make me
specialty.
hungry.
Cover it with dough and bake it.
Okay, it's going into the oven.
It needs to be nicely browned and crispy. Ready for blood.
I love pickles.
Here you go, girls. Enjoy.
What about me?
Here, this is for you.
Thank you. This size is perfect for me.
Here I go. Crispy and clean. So good.
Just for your information, a nonprofit and activism uh, category is because I used to uh, run for the mayor in Clemson and city council, and I unfortunately I you have to be pre-selected before you can run for election. I did not know that. So uh, I chose to blog the nonprofit and activism category instead of peoples and blogs for your information.
I imagine that during the old days, people paused picking their horses to puppy milk. The artist said
Yeah,
today
I'll
the
show you.
city pride the city in its name. This bridge takes us out of the
Uh,
city.
I will show you my postcards and it was for the mayor of Clemson, and I didn't realize that you have to be selected in order to run for mayor. I just uh, fill my name in, pay my $10, and I thought it was all you have to do. That's why I chose the nonprofit in activism. I hope you enjoyed this introduction of what we do here in a nonprofit for your Sunday afternoon. Uh, yeah, it's afternoon, like finishing up lunchtime. We've been going for an hour and 34 minutes. Party. It reminds me of my high school days speaking French, uh, and then it turned into Chinese, which is easier than French, in my opinion. Let me put my thing below my email. Let me see. Usually there's 1 minute delay. Probably, I send this. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it. Right. Let me walk you up front the video, and then you can see where I'm shooting from. Let you unplug this. Yeah, that is the back window of our parking lot. And this is the front window right in front of the University of Clemson. And that is 123. It's very busy. And then the intersection is College Avenue of Clemson University. The outdoor drone part, I will edit and stitch together the photographs when I get time. So there's our office. There's our pandemic motto or deity. And there is our uh, profit model is the in suite three uh, Orlando Princes. Let me get it and show you where it is. Uh, I mean, this is, I know, not very professional carrying around your laptop, but introduction video. Uh, you have a lot of people just checking it out, and that's what it says. It says appointments only, online booking, OrientalPrincess.us, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Thank you. And that was for our profit uh, model. I'll put you down. Oh, it's heavy. Plug it back up. Let me move my coffee before I spilled it. Okay. Clipboard. My
The last train? Yep. Seriously? Then how would you do that? Well, we have a school. I have to walk all the way down. Do I go down this path? It's really rocky. Which
That
way?
reminds me of the
About here.
Stone Mountain in Georgia.
Oh, this is a bit scary.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit scary. We've been there twice. And like I said, use our criteria for going some places within a 2 mile, 2 hour radius. That includes uh, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee.
How long am I going to have to walk? I even missed the last
And
portion.
other than that, it's a long road trip like we took to Thailand last February. We had a good uh, chance in meeting our friends and uh, we went up to Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Udon Thani was the triangle that we went.
Something's coming this way. This is such a festive town. Oh, this one is probably black as well. What's that woman doing? She seems very focused. This is a bookstore. Oh, she's looking at the books. Excuse me? Hello. Interesting response. Did you find the book you were looking for? Pardon? Did you find a good book? No, no, no. Your books? A second-hand bookstore. Just for a minute. Oh, yeah. These books really look old. Oh, customers. Um, so many books. Do you stock only old books?
That looks like my room before.
Most are textbooks. Why do you have so many textbooks? Oh, three rooms. What made you focus on the desks? You look for your identity in the Basque books. Did you find them? They are both sold in Euro. What's the poem about?
Ce poème il s'adresse aux gens justement qui ne peuvent pas se femmes, qui sont considérées comme arrivées, et il dit n'aie pas honte de parler, n'aie pas honte d'aller vers les autres, parle-le, fais-le sortir de ton village, fais-le sortir de ton pays.
That's a nice poem. So you surround yourself with the jobs that give you your answer.
Ah, moi j'adore mon travail. Je pense que dans vos 90 ans, si je suis encore en vie, je serai ici.
You intend to stay in this city. Thank you for telling me so much.
Au revoir. Bientôt, au revoir.
Please take care. That red-coloured second-hand bookstore must be a treasure chest for the Basque people. They all look so happy there. There are the sparrows.
I like this program that
Look at all these people.
walkabout, or what other
Yes,
words they search for. Walkabout, travel,
talking intelligence.
informational tours.
Look at all those happy smiles. Oh, the town is brimming with joy.
Produced by NHK 2017. And like I said, that's what's good about introducing yourself, your company, your organization on a Sunday, and that give time for people to relax and search through your site. That make sure it's uh, for real, not a fake news site or a fake site. We're going on 1 hour and 51 minutes. Coming up 2 hours.
From our studios in Tokyo, this is NHK News Live. I'm Oscar. We begin in Afghanistan. Reuters and other news media are reporting an explosion in an airport in the Afghan capital Kabul on Sunday afternoon local time. This footage from the scene shows black smoke billowing into the sky. So far, there are few details, such as the extent of the damage and whether there are any injuries. Meanwhile, the U.S. Central Command said on Sunday that airstrikes using drones have been carried out in Kabul to remove potential threats posed by regional organizations of the Islamic State militant group. It's not known whether the airstrikes caused any civilian casualties. It's also not known if there's a connection between the sound of that explosion near the airport and the latest U.S. military operation. A massive suicide bombing at the same airport on Thursday killed more than 100 people, including 13 U.S. soldiers. In retaliation, U.S. forces carried out a drone attack on the Islamic State group's regional organization. U.S. officials say the operation killed two senior
Tit
officials
for tat.
in Afghanistan.
20 years has been going on.
U.S. President Joe Biden on Saturday stressed his administration's determination to bring the situation under control. He vowed the retaliation isn't over. A Taliban spokesperson told HK the group has taken control of
Hurricane Ida.
Kabul's international airport that was vacated by the U.S. military. Tell me who comment on Sunday, 2 days ahead of the August 31st deadline for the ongoing U.S. troops withdrawal from Afghanistan. Mujahid said the Taliban are optimistic about the complete pullout of foreign forces from the airport. He added that the group will put the entire airport under its control in the near future. The Taliban are calling for the withdrawal of not only U.S. forces, but also staff from NATO member countries who have been managing air traffic control, security, and other duties at the airport. However, the Taliban are believed to be short of trained personnel who can run the airport, prompting some in the U.S. government to question whether the group can operate flights as usual from next month. The Taliban have been seeking cooperation from Turkey, which has been involved in managing military operations at the airport. Attention is focused on whether the Taliban can secure the necessary assistance it needs to keep the airport operating to allow airmen approach supplies and weapons.
SpaceX. Air Force Station, Cocoa Beach, Florida. Yeah, wow, Category 4 storm. Jeez. Clemson, 5 things to know if you're going to Clemson versus Georgia in season opener. News break.
Who has intellectual disabilities has been serving since he was a child. The 20-year-old takes advantage of his 1.9-meter height and 37-meter feet.
Hurricane Ida makes landfall near Port
For the second games in a row,
Fortune, LA, as a Category 4 storm with sustained winds of an estimated 150 miles per hour. On the 16th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, south of New Orleans, Category 4, Ida slams into the southeast coastline after rapidly gaining. Let me share it on Facebook. Facebook and YouTube must be competing platforms.
After she lost her leg and her hometown was hit by the earthquake and tsunami, Deep 11. Staying with the Paralympics, track and field athletes from around Asia had a remarkable day on Sunday. Jeng-Chyang from China broke the world record in the women's 200 meters and added more for athletes with a coordination impairment. Joe finished the final in 27.17 seconds. That was faster than her time at the Rio Games 4 years ago. She also set her world record on Friday in the 100-meter race, ahead of the previous record holder, Australia's Isis Hope. Thailand's Phongthapong defended his title in the men's 400-meter wheelchair race. He broke a Paralympic record in a preliminary round and set a world record of 46.61 seconds in the final. That gave Thailand its first Paralympic gold in Tokyo. Those were the stories of this hour.
Excuse me just a moment. I'll be right back.
I'm Ross Mehara in Tokyo, and that's all we have for now on NHK Newsline. Thanks for staying with us.
A younger one aspiring to become a pro. A simple wrestler aiming to be the best. Manga artist Jima Tetsuya has produced many popular sports manga like these. His 1967 boxing manga was a massive hit with young readers and established a new standard for the genre. Most everyday life and personal experiences, which are serialized in manga magazines. He also portrays his own experiences with war through manga. And he teaches at a university, passing on his expertise to aspiring manga artists. Juma is only 15 years old and his father photographer. He shares with us his passion for manga and his hopes for the future.
I'm back. Let's see. Any comments? Since I've been going 2 hours, we're past the 2 hour mark for introduction video to Rajabhat research.
Today I'll be asking you some questions about how we hold to create non-medical culture within the imaginations of so many people. Hello, Mr. Chiba. I'm Robert Campbell. Nice to meet you. I'm Chiba Tetsuya. A pleasure. Welcome. Today you kindly invited us into your
In a stream. Okay, that's as long as they allow me. I appreciate you checking us out on Rajpot Research live stream.
we would often stay
And
up all night working together. Chiba has written several tiny series for weekly magazines.
It's not saying it ended yet, but this one says it's ended yet. It's strange. YouTube format is very, very different than Facebook platform. The time is still running, so I'm gonna let it run. Uh, that's why uh, could have been a moderator. And
Chiba's salary at work hasn't changed in over 60 years. He first rules of
that's
Los Angeles
strange.
pencil.
It could be a moderator
Then he goes up
problem, but it's still going. 2 hours, over 2 hours introduction. So I'm gonna continue. Oh, it's back again. Maybe it's the moderator or live the chat stream
he's now working on
stream of. I got it set on 1 minute, and I think the only ones that have
he's begun sketching new
live moderators is be the ones that uh, reach their 1,000 likes, and in other words, until that time reach 1,000 likes, you just are subject to their automatic algorithms cut you off and on. That makes sense because their profit module is nothing compared to the one that 1,000 likes and above. They they open up their profit module more and more, and that means that for the normal people that don't have or just beginning, and you just it's difficult, but you have to play by their rules of society and the rules that private companies make up. So we're using their platform, so they make up all the rules. And like I said, if you like our channel, uh, like choose like, and remember for us to jump through the next hoops of YouTube, you've got to reach that minimum of 1,000 likes, and then subscribe to the channel, and then hit the bell to uh, the notification bell that you are notified during our next live event. And we're going 2 hours and 8.5 minutes, and YouTube still lets me do it, so I'm gonna do it. And
Sort of features would you focus on? When meeting someone for the first time and you're feeling nervous, you show that tension in your shoulders. Maybe you clench your fists. Like that. A common technique in manga is to add drops of sweat. Like a character may be smiling on the outside, but you can add sweat to reveal that they're under some stress. This is just one of the tricks of the trade used to express a character's inner emotion in manga. Unless you prefer to draw frequently. So I try to avoid using the weird, even when drawing a straight line. If I were to draw a futuristic city or some kind of vehicle, it would probably be better to have clean, crisp lines. But rather than that, I'm more interested in depicting average, everyday people.
yeah,
About their
looking out the window, it's getting hotter and hotter.
children too. So slightly wobbly feet with hand-drawn lines makes it easier to
Temperature.
ignore. For instance, the roof and houses.
It says only 88. The high today will be 90, but it feels like with the heat index 100 degrees out there and a little bit windy. When I was flying my drone earlier, that there was some shaking. Uh, it's, it's from the wind. And like I said, I'm excited about looking at the drone video myself. And hopefully, we will get enough donors in the beginning that will help us improve the services. And I know that the portal has closed for the uh, shuttle vendors. I think they're open, like a little bit open for a short time, and we are still trying to get a grant, but so many hoops that you have to jump through doesn't make it easy. That's how come they can separate the have from the have-nots.
This is the original manga drawing, isn't it? Wow, this is amazing. It's my favorite scene. I really struggled with this scene. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in all my years of drawing manga. I visited the storyteller to ask for his advice. I couldn't think of a final image, but he brushed me off, saying, "What was the point of discussing the story at this stage when I've been drawing it the way I wanted to all this time?" He told me the matter was entirely in my hands. So I went back and consulted with my brother and my assistants, and we came up with several ideas for the final scene. I think we came up with as many as 20, but none of them seemed right. Seeing how I couldn't make up my mind, I
at the core of the story. I normally avoid reading any of my past works as I fear to
Yeah, I can see the minute delay. That's very good. Put a minute delay in the comments. That's a good feature to slow it down. It's like help us compete with the 5G kids.
So after reprising that scene, I knew exactly how to write the story.
We're the 3G kids competing with the 5G kids.
And he's not just burnt out. It's more than exhaustion. That smile on his face. I can't help but feel it expresses his satisfaction in how he's chosen to lead his life. That's how I see it.
Joe has given it his all. He realizes that there's nothing more he can do. He's achieved total combustion, leaving white ash in his wake and a slight smile. When I finally came up with that image, I was overcome with gratitude to the editor who helped me, the writer who provided me with the story, and all of the fans who supported the manga. The sense of doing a job well done was reflected in that smile. I felt much like Joe did in that moment.
At that time, the series caused a huge social phenomenon.
It made me realize that people were reading manga not just for enjoyment, for something to read. They were actually identifying personally with the characters and overlapping their own lives with them. After coming to this realization, I went through a time where I was scared of drawing manga.
Jimmy began working in China when he was 2 years old. The parents followed the war and immobilized him. Jimmy's only pleasure came from drawing pictures of his younger brothers. Shortly after returning to Japan in 1946, he experienced a life-changing moment.
I was almost 10 years old when I first encountered manga. And when I say single fan, it was enough to tell whether a character was super happy or devastatingly sad. The author often created various fairy tales and classics. Over time, I was able to read both classics and stories that become bridges to a series of tales woven into a very special book. I never situated this truly pretty unpredictable, not with
Yeah, that's the biggest news in the USA today is Hurricane Ida Category 4 storm.
This is something that we don't expect. In retrospect, it was an incredibly difficult time for us, but it was fun drawing for my brothers, and they enjoyed looking at my drawings. It helped us to escape reality and survive a stressful situation. It really saved me.
Jimmy has creative drawings that depict his wartime experiences to pass on to future generations. In 1995, in a corner of Sensoji Tower, he intended to set up a Jesus statue. But Jesus sort of image did you have in mind? I drew on my own family. My youngest brother had just been born, so my mother had to flee while carrying him on her back. There were many such families with young children, so I couldn't help but think of the three of us traveling together. We
Yeah,
could always fit
I
it in my rough schedule, so they
I
understood.
comment on the current events
What became the first
because
Jizo that we
being
visited?
so close at Clemson University,
I
uh,
have brought many
that's
of the
why I
memories and
can
experiences in the world
keep
with
up
me.
on it and
I have gone to
not
school
be
for
on the
over
payroll of
10 years,
Clemson
so I
University.
knew
I'm
Clemson
free
well.
to say what I want
I forget what the lack of food or clothing would do to
about
me.
the
To me, they
politics
were
of the
everything.
university
Even
playing
now,
through.
I saw them turn into deeds in order to protect themselves and their families. That's what war can do to people. That's what war is. The elderly, children, and the physically weak
I'm
are being
free, but
punished.
the opposite of
Father
free is
Christmas
remember
Day
chaos,
ends up
as
transforming into
Senator
demons.
Lindsey Graham warned us.
That's the reality of war. That's what it is. So, as painful as it is to relive the experience, I believe that it's important to convey that reality to the younger generation.
You've been active as a manga artist for 65 years. Even now, you continue to publish many works. What keeps you going? What would you say is the source of your motivation to create?
I keep thinking of what I myself would like to read and imagine myself surrounded by the work
This
of creators.
with the
I think I'm still very much
season
alive
opener
in
of
that reality.
Clemson University is going to be
I read the
very
daily
noisy
reports
every night.
and observe the people around me. Their antics sometimes make me burst out laughing. Then there are times when I reflect on my own actions and think how immature and silly I am at this ripe old age. I can't help but laugh at myself. I draw from all these feelings to slowly put together my stories. I guess it's like having a bird's eye view of everyday life. In other words, I'm not depicting the way things really are. I try to step back and take an objective view of this old man who's
I
stumbling around in
go over there and read
seemingly
the
unknown
calendar.
territory. I catch my
I
breath
need to
as I
get
read the
closer
report,
to reading.
including at the very last moment. He manages not to trip, and I
Uh,
apologize for getting
Mutual, September 4th, Georgia. Location in Charlotte, North Carolina. Time is 7:30 p.m.
all at the same time.
And then they have a home game September 11th, South Carolina State, Clemson, South Carolina. It played in Clemson. That's going to be a nightmare. And it's starting at 5 o'clock. Next thing is another home game, September 18th, Georgia Tech, Clemson, South Carolina. That was an afternoon game, 3:30 p.m. And then they're away September 25th at North Carolina State at Raleigh, North Carolina. TBA is to be announced. Home game, the next is home game October 7th, Boston College. That's always a tough game for Clemson. And it's going to be at Clemson, South Carolina, to be announced, TBA. Then they're away for October 15th at Syracuse, New York. At that's an evening game, 7 o'clock p.m. Then they come back away October 23rd, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to be announced, TBA. And then they're back home October 30th, Florida State, Clemson, South Carolina, Clemson, TBA, to be announced. Then they're away November 6th at Louisville, Kentucky, TBA, to be announced. Then they're back home November 13th University of Yukon, University of Connecticut, I think that's a new one, and play at Clemson, South Carolina to be announced TBA. And then they got another home game November 20th, Wake Forest, Clemson, South Carolina to be announced TBA. Then the last game of Wade, November 27th at South Carolina, my alma mater, in Columbia, South Carolina. That one's TBA to be announced. Compliments of the Clemson University bookstore. That one on the left on College Avenue. Slow mode is still on. I appreciate that. It sounds like the volunteer workers are finished, and very soon that will end our introduction video of Rajabhat research. Yeah, she's not here. Your watch is in the other room.
Okay, this is mine.
That
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I will wait till Ying leaves. Who tie dye? Bye bye. Ling Ying said loud. Loud. Okay, I will end the stream. The volunteer workers are all gone home. And don't forget to like our channel and the ring, click on the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Uh, I see. Bye bye.